Hey everybody, kicking it off here with micro reflections for the 21st century in week 1. And this is passage 1. The power of attention. The mental preoccupations will have to go. True will relinquishes desire, recognizing that desire arises from external compulsions. We, capital letters, must let go of addictions and false personas while holding strongly on to the present moment. With this simple practice, you can shift your consciousness into a state of inner renunciation. End quote. If you understand, things are just as they are. If you do not understand, things are just as they are. And that's a Zen proverb. And all these passages, I'm going to spend just a couple minutes kind of just having a jam session with y'all, just riffing on, some of these thoughts and ideas and frameworks and concepts. And they're a bit abstract. They're a bit logical. They're a bit, out there at times. But they mean different things for different people. And I feel that they're timeless, right? And the more that we advance in our consciousness for ourselves and evolve in our personal development, these passages take on a whole new meaning, right? They may be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's understandable, or not understandable. But it's nice to go back to them and revisit them. And they just bring a whole new idea and concepts to how we're perceiving them. So if you understand, things are just as they are. If you do not understand, things are just as they are, right? What's that mean? It doesn't mean anything. It means stop trying to figure everything out. It already happened, okay? So the things that have already happened to us, sometimes it's better to just not understand it. And even if we understand it, there's no difference. It is just the way it is, right? The cards that we were dealt are in our hand, and it's up to us to bring awareness to that, right? The mental preoccupations will have to go. That's essentially just like the negative automatic thought loops a lot of us have. And that's one of those big symptoms that many of the customers of Mind's Eye come to us for, is these mental preoccupations, right? The things that we did in the past, the things that we beat ourselves up for, the things that we are hard on ourselves for, right? Trying to reconstruct the events of the past so we can catapult them into the future, right? And we get caught up in those fear-based and fantasy thoughts of the future, and what happens? We're compulsive around them. And they're keeping us away from the present moment. So we must let go of these addictions and false personas, the addictions of our thoughts and the thought loops and the what ifs and the coulda, woulda, shouldas, and hold on to the present moment. And meditation really helps a lot with this. Okay, so the true will of relinquishing the desire of some outcome in the future, or the desire that if we get the thing outside of us, this external compulsion, right? The car, the relationship, the extra zero on our tax return, right? The clothes, the sex, drugs, rock and roll, all the things that are external compulsions, we must let go of. And with this simple practice, you can shift your consciousness into a state of inner renunciation. So the simple practice is just sitting down, in the great words of Terence McKenna, sit down, shut up, and listen. Got you there. So sit down, shut up, listen with that simple practice, and you can shift your consciousness into a state of inner renunciation. So inner, inside, in ourself, not these external compulsions. And when we can find that stillness and peace within ourselves, we can start scraping away, right? Remember, the microdose is just like a gentle rake on the vestiges of our ego. It's just gently scraping away that psychological bedrock so we can shift our consciousness and start planting the seeds to our spiritual development. So that's the power of attention. Thank you.